622, 25 degrees. Welcome back to Daybreak. Starting high school later in the day, the Anchorage School District is considering it, and a professor at UAA says it may be a good idea.
Dr. Christopher Jung joins us this morning to talk about his research into the physiology of sleep and where you can see him give a full-length presentation on February 10th. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. So starting high school later in the day, you like this idea?
Well, imagine that your boss comes to you and says, okay, instead of 9 o'clock, we want you to come in at 7:30 in the morning. How would you feel about that?
Yeah,
well, you guys...
We're a different beast, but we get it. It'd be like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning instead of 4 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
It's kind of like waking up at 5 o'clock in order to talk about your circadian rhythms. When your circadian clock is saying, what are you doing up? You should still be sleeping. But these high school students are doing this every day. And so by delaying this high school start times, it could be very beneficial.
So what kind of research did you do to get to this conclusion?
So I've done research on Alaskans and just simply looking at their sleep times. And we find that during the winter, when the sun doesn't come up before they wake up, then they tend to want to sleep in later, even when they still have to go to school and work. So then when the spring comes, they actually do start waking up earlier. So the problem comes is then the school year is mostly during the darkness, during the winter.
So you take that research here in Alaska. What does the broader research say when it comes to sleep in general?
So yeah, Anchorage School District wouldn't be the first to delay high school start times. And there has been quite a few school districts that have done this. And what they find is that standardized test scores, GPAs, all go up. Less absentees, less tardiness, less sick days. And when they look at the teachers as well, they find a similar pattern. So kind of interesting. Now, of course, we would like for the research and the science to drive policy. However, I have met with the superintendent of Anchorage School District, and she's very receptive to science, of course. But she also has to say, like, well, there's also the school bus schedule. And this is what the other school districts have come across too. There's also putting that many students on the roads during that busy time of like 8:30 in the morning. So there'll be a lot more congestion.
So you're going to be going a little bit more in depth. We got the short version. You'll be giving the longer version on the topic on February 10th?
Yep.
What's going on?
So yeah, there's this high school brain bee competition. And so that is for high school students. They get to compete in a neuroscience competition. We ask them questions, and the winner gets to go to Baltimore to compete in the national competition. So very interesting.
Pretty awesome.
Exciting.
Yeah, the 2018 Alaska Brain Bee, again, an academic competition for high schoolers interested in learning more about neuroscience, the study of the nervous system. It's happening Saturday, February 10th. At the Anchorage Museum. Registration is now open. Just head to uaa.alaska.edu/akbrainbee to learn more. Sign up. Dr. Jung, your presentation is at 1:50 until about 2:20, so a good half an hour. And tomorrow on Daybreak, we're going to sit down with Brain Bee organizers to find out more about the competition and why it might be in the best interest of your kid to sign up. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it this morning. 6:26 now.